So we begin season 2 of Trey Tyler's NFL journey, and it looks like Andre Carter has left us and joined the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, former Alabama State Hornet Tavares Jackson gets a big contract for the Minnesota Vikings. He's back as a Viking. So the NFL draft in this game has came and went, and we drafted a tight end from Pitt in the first round. A new target that could potentially be a big asset for Trey Tyler if he ever gets to that starting quarterback spot. We're still third on the depth chart, and we're looking to move up this season, at the end of this season, as a matter of fact. So there goes Deron Griffin right there, the tight end from Pitt. A lot of people, especially NFL scouts, were really big on this cat. Now we drafted this punter from Memphis, but also we got this defensive end from Mississippi State at 99 overall. So we're going to put these puzzles together and see what this team looks like now. And then we brought back Kelly Jennings with a 2-year deal worth $1.7 million. So let's see what season 2 brings to us. So Trey Tyler's back in the lab. There goes a play fake right there. He's going to pop it to the left side, finding the new tight end out of Pitt, Deron Griffin. So this time, let's see what Trey Tyler's been working on in the offseason. Look at that pass right there, throwing an absolute Dr. Thomas, and he's taking that thing all the way to the crib. Touchdown, Duval. Imagine what those Jacksonville Jaguars fans are going to react when they see that once Trey Tyler gets that starting position. So then we go up the middle once again to Thomas. He's becoming a favorite target so far. We also want to get Justin Blackman involved as well as Robinson. But at the end of the day, we still have to move up on the depth chart. Chad Henne is still number 1, but for some reason, Blaine Gabbert is still ahead of us as the second string quarterback. We are better than him in deep ball accuracy, mid-range accuracy. The only thing he got over us is short ball accuracy. And I believe that eventually we will pass him in that. I think he's like an 80-something. I believe Trey Tyler's like in the low 70s. Look at that dot right there to the Robinson. That should have been a touchdown though, man. I don't know why they keep doing that to me near the goal line. So we're going to try it right here. Touchdown, Duval to Robinson. So preseason begins once again. We're back in Duval County. And right now, I would like to know y'all thoughts on the NFL draft that just occurred in real life this past weekend. Absolutely crazy draft. I know it set a record for 41 trades. That's the most in any draft ever. And the Philadelphia Eagles, you see the plan they got. They must really like those Georgia Bulldog defensive players, man. And then on top of that, they traded for DeAndre Swift. Now, when the Lions drafted Jahmyr Gibbs at 12 overall, I questioned that. But now I see why they did it. It looks like Detroit wanted to get younger at the running back spot. They did sign David Montgomery, but then you trade DeAndre Swift to the Philadelphia Eagles. And DeAndre Swift has a history of injuries, but if he stays healthy, he can be very dangerous in that Philadelphia Eagle offense. So as you see here, we're back on special teams duties, yay, as a placeholder. So we just drafted this kicker from Memphis. He's doing his thing right now, but eventually we want to see Trey Tyler do his thing on the offense, man. But unfortunately, the coach is hating on us. He doesn't want us to be great. So here we go once again, 32-yard attempt. We need this, and we're just going to be down, 14 points, and we got it straight down the middle. Duval is down by 2 possessions still. The Raiders are straight putting us in a split right now in preseason. I forgot, though, they did go to the Super Bowl last season. Unfortunately, they lost to the 49ers. So in the end, we lose, the Jacksonville way. The Duval way, we lose. We lose once again,
try to get better,
and now we got to go to week 2. Hopefully we can get some action in preseason. They can stop playing Blaine Gabbert, because Blaine Gabbert always looks so incredibly good. Hall of Fame status in the preseason, yet it never shifts to the regular season. So Trey Tyler's back in the lab. He's going to pop that thing. Look at that pass right there by Trey Tyler. Look at that diving catch by Robinson. Touchdown, Duval. I can't wait till it's our turn to play on that offense. So we're in Cleveland right now, and apparently Cleveland signed David Garrard in the offseason. There he is right there, rocking that number 9. So the Cleveland Browns, Jacksonville Jaguars, week 2 of preseason. We're looking to at least get some action other than special teams, but it didn't turn out that way. So as we go ahead and sim until Trey Tyler's on the field, you're going to see that once again our coach is just straight hating on us. He just wants us to be a placeholder. Doesn't really see any value in us, but you see value in Chad Henne and Blaine Gabbert. Get out of here with that, man. So here we go on a field goal attempt. Trey Tyler doing what he does best right now, and that just hold the ball so the kicker can kick it. Now back to the NFL draft in real life. Now, me being a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan, I am very happy with our draft picks. Love the fact that we addressed some issues on defense. We addressed the offensive line, little wide receiver. I didn't like the fact that we didn't address running back though, but we did sign Sean Marks from Syracuse, so I am happy about that. But I'm very pissed off at the fact that Bijan Robinson is in my division, Kendre Miller is in my division, and now we got to deal with that. Let's see. The Carolina Panthers, they did exactly what I thought they was going to do with that first pick. The Houston Texans, though, I knew that they wanted C.J. Stroud. But them making that move, the move back up in that top 5, taking that trade from taking that pick from Arizona and getting Will Anderson, D'Amico Ryan was doing good work over the weekend. Here's another question for y'all though. What do y'all think of Lamar Jackson getting that big contract? Now he's the highest paid quarterback in NFL history. Man, that's crazy. But they had a day too. You not only get Lamar Jackson a couple of weeks prior, you sign Odell Beckham, but now you get Zay Flowers on your offense. Along with that, they get another receiver as well. I forgot who it was though. I don't remember whether or not they addressed the offensive line. I know they lost one of their guards to the Denver Broncos in free agency. But yeah, man, like the NFL season is going to be pretty interesting. Also, what's y'all opinion on the NFL Sunday Ticket being moved to YouTube? I saw if you have YouTube TV, it's going to be up to what, $249. If you don't have YouTube TV, my bad, it's up to $349. What are y'all thoughts on that? I've never had NFL Sunday Ticket before. Oh, take that back. Yes, I have. I have one time, but I believe it was a lot cheaper back then. So as you can see, we go into week 2. We beat the Cleveland Browns, a team that's just been struggling. There goes Trent Richardson, as a matter of fact. But we beat Cleveland 27-24 on the last second field goal. We go into week 3 and we're just looking for a chance to play, man. So as you can see here, we signed this strong safety out of free agency. But at this point, I gotta say, man, this process as far as becoming a starter has been very, very challenging. You got these receivers and these tight ends, they struggle catching the ball, especially Mercedes Lewis and Griffin and Justin Blackman. Pretty much everybody just been struggling just catching the ball. Then this offensive line, they're not good at blocking, they suck at that. But we're gonna throw this dot down the field to Thomas for another touchdown, because we're gonna need these points right here, man. So the plan is we want to continue to focus on deep ball accuracy. We also want to eventually focus more on mid-range accuracy, because that's going to be big. I think we're going to be good as far as short ball accuracy, slant patterns, and on the flat and things like that. So we get some more good news. We signed Antoine Applewhite to a 1-year deal worth up to $1.0 million. And then we go into the next week. I believe this is week 3. I believe this is the Detroit Lions. Yes, it is. Going up against Megatron, but not probably for like a good series or 2, maybe. So the game kicks off. And I must say, man, this past NFL draft, I'm talking about the NFL draft in real life, it's going to be an interesting season, dog. Like, real talk. It's pretty much out there in the open. We still don't know where players like Ezekiel Elliott will wind up, though. But I've also noticed, too, though. I saw, there were 2 running backs that went in the first round. I don't think that's happened in a while. But I also noticed that it wasn't a lot of wide receivers that went in the first round. A lot of them went either day 2 or day 3. A lot of people are getting wide receivers for cheap now, you know. You got players like Gibbs and Bijan Robinson. A lot of people have very high expectations of both of them. So I know that Gibbs was linked to the Cleveland Browns before this draft, as well as Zay Flowers. And surprisingly, the Chiefs went defense with their first round pick. A cat that pretty much grew up just 20 minutes from Kansas City, as a matter of fact. So that's going to be very, very interesting. Also, what really hurt, I won't say hurt, but what really got me pondering is that only one HBCU player was drafted in that entire draft. That was Isaiah Bolden, who went 245 overall to the New England Patriots. Now, back to the NFC South again. I have no idea what to expect with my team. Of course, in case you don't know, I am a fan of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I have no idea what we're going to do this season. I don't trust Baker Mayfield. I don't believe in Baker Mayfield. Don't really like Baker Mayfield. I'm not just going to keep it out there. Just going to put that out there. I don't really like Baker Mayfield. I'm not a Baker Mayfield fan. Don't really like the way Todd Bowles runs the team. But I don't think Todd Bowles is a head coach anyway. So Geno Atkins gets released by the Bengals. And here goes another shock. One of my favorite Miami Hurricanes of all time just got released by Washington, and that is Santana Moss. We could really sign him right now and show these youngins how to catch the football, since we're not that good at it right now. So we're going to the final week of preseason. We look at Mark Sanchez, fighter on USC. We're in New York. We're taking on the Jets. It's a damn shame that Mark Sanchez's career NFL career will forever be overshadowed by that butt fumble. That is an absolute shame. So the game kicks off. And yeah, we're back on special teams. But back to what I was saying. So, as we all know, Anthony Richardson, the quarterback from Florida, went number 4 overall. And a lot of NFL scouts, according to some sources, did not like Will Levis, the quarterback from Kentucky. They thought he was too arrogant. They thought he was cocky. They didn't like the fact that he kept posting selfies of him flexing his biceps and stuff like that on the internet. And the coach was like, hey, we'll take the guy that they consider more coachable with a much bigger upside. A lot of people, I know a lot of people said Will Levis throws a lot of picks, but that dude does have a very strong arm. So we'll see what that looks like. The Tennessee Titans, I know they owe, Ryan Tannehill almost $30 million for the 2023 season. So I am anxious to see what they're going to do. I'm glad that they did not do anything dumb like trade Derrick Henry. That would make absolutely no sense. But of course, you know, the Titans have a history of like bad quarterback play, especially after Steve McNair got up out of there. So let's see what happened. I mean, Kerry Collins was decent, but he wasn't really a big factor. And then, for the most part, he was throwing the ball to Chris Johnson. So with that being said, man, preseason comes to an end. We win by 4 over the Jets. And once again, we get no action in preseason outside of being the placeholder on special teams, on field goal attempts and point at the touchdown attempts. But Trey Tyler's time will come. He just got to keep grinding. We just got to keep getting his attributes up. Join us next time. We're going to show you season 2. Peace.